Hi guys, welcome to the new video. Today we talk about Oppo Find X5 Pro. So let's get started. This is Oppo's new top flagship, the Find X5 Pro. It brings a lot of high-end features along with a hefty price tag. The Find X5 Pro is the sequel of last year's Find X3 Pro. The design is exactly same. Especially when it comes to the curves, you again get a camera bump that slopes into the back panel. This time it brings a slightly more interesting slanted shape. We have the white model, which is made from ceramic. Rather than the X3 Pro glass, it's a bit heftier and more durable, especially when it takes care of the back curve to meet the polished aluminum frame. Overall, it's a very premium look and feel. You'll also see the Hasselblad branding on the back side. Oppo has continued the partnership that OnePlus had, and very much like last year's models, the Find X5 Pro has IP68 rated protection against water and dust. On the front is a curved LTPO2 AMOLED display with a QHD resolution, Gorilla Glass Victus protection, and a quick 120Hz refresh rate. The high refresh rate makes movement on screen much smoother to the eye, and since this is LTPO, it's very adaptive. When you're not using the screen, the refresh rate will dial down to as low as 1 Hz to save energy. At 525 pixels per inch, this display is very sharp. It's contrasty as well and supports both HDR10+ and 10-bit colors. The colors can be very accurate too, depending upon your color settings. Now on to the brightness. We estimated a limit of 480 nits with the manual slider, and this can lift up to 760 nits in auto mode when in bright sun. That is still great, but rivals at this price can achieve over 1000 nits. For sound, the Find X5 Pro has a sound system speaker arrangement with the top speaker doubling as the earpiece. The speakers earned an excellent rating in our loudness test, and the sound is great too, with pleasing vocals and nice overall clarity. For storage, the Find X5 Pro comes with 256 or 512 GB on board. That is plenty, but it's not expandable. The interface of the Find X5 Pro is Oppo's new Color OS 12 running on top of Android 12. Another Oppo feature is that you can cast your phone wirelessly to a Windows PC. Through Multi-Screen Connect and access your phone's function through the PC, you do get Android 12's privacy dashboard too, which organizes your permissions options into one easy-to-find spot. For biometrics, the Find X5 Pro has an under-display optical fingerprint reader. It's very quick and reliable. We also need to mention that the Find X5 Pro has incredible haptic feedback. Because of its X-axis linear motor, you can customize the vibrations and settings via a special feature called haptics. The Find X5 Pro is a flagship completely and brings the top-level Android chipset, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Everything runs fast and smooth. This should be more than enough power for whatever you need to achieve multitasking and heavy gaming. We should note that no thermal throttling here, and despite the phone's vapor chamber cooling system. The Find X5 Pro has a 5000 mAh power battery, which is a bump up from previous model. The Find X5 Pro had the option to score a decent 101-hour endurance rating in our battery tests, a huge improvement over the past model. The Find X5 Pro has support for wireless charging and now 80-watt wired charging. Anyway, it's more slower than the past model. With it, we were able to charge the phone from 0 to almost full 91% in 30 minutes. Now onto the cameras. On the back there's a 50 megapixels main camera, a 13 megapixels telephoto camera with 2x zoom, and a 50 megapixels ultra-wide camera. Pictures from the main camera are great with excellent detail, balanced sharpness, accurate colors, and wide dynamic range. Portraits can be captured with the main camera, or the telephoto. Subject separation is great, but the main camera shots are a bit higher in quality. The telephoto has a 13 megapixel sensor, but its photos come out at 12 megapixels. They're sharp and detailed with lovely colors and wide dynamic range. The ultra-wide delivers some of the sharpest and most detailed pictures. The colors are again punchy here, and dynamic range is also perfect. Since the ultra-wide has autofocus, it can be used to make close-up shots. These are perfect too. There's also a micro mode which will kick in automatically when you're sufficiently close to a subject. This applies to some digital zoom, but the photos are not as sharp. Selfies come out at 32 megapixels and they are not bad. These are not the most sharpest selfies around, but there's a lot of detail, great colors, and wide dynamic range. The Find X5 Pro doesn't support 8K video recording for some reasons, but the 4K recordings from the main camera are excellent. They have a decent level of detail, balanced sharpness, and accurate colors. There's great contrast and wide dynamic range. 4K clips from the telephoto camera also have good detail and low noise, while maintaining a satisfying colors, but the dynamic range is a bit limited. The ultra-wide's 4K film looks perfect. There's an exceptional level of detail for this kind of cameras, and you get accurate colors and great dynamic range. Electronic adjustment is always on and very effective. So that is the Oppo Find X5 Pro is the most expensive flagship you can purchase, but it feels like it belongs there all around, is able to provide a fantastic flagship. Incredible experience. Our just criticizes are that the display doesn't quite as bright as the competitions, and the telephoto 2x zoom doesn't have very much reach as what you can find somewhere else. But these things are not really big issues, and if you are searching for a nice alternative to the more famous flagship phones, the Find X5 Pro is worth recommendation. So that is the review of Oppo Find X5 Pro. I hope you enjoy the video. So thanks for watching guys, see you on the next one.